In the 1970s, oh wait, it was the 1980s. Sorry, got my decades wrong. In the 1980s, James Pennebaker began researching what we now call, or often is called, therapeutic writing. Here was one of his original studies. He did it on a college campus, and so he recruited and at random selected half of the people. And so pretend like all of you who are in the right-hand side of the room, you're in one group or condition in the experiment. And those of you in the left-hand side of the room, you're in the other condition. So the first condition, those of you in the right-hand side, Pennebaker instructed people. First of all, he took blood tests and he also took measures of emotion, and he monitored how often people used the health service on campus. And then he gave people this assignment. Those of you on the right side, you have the assignment to keep a journal and write down things that you do, but just write down kind of trivial, everyday kinds of things that you do. Keep track. Spend so many minutes a day writing in your journal. People on the left-hand side of the room, the assignment was to document, to write about, for as long as you need to or want to, about hard things, about really challenging things, about trauma and other things that might be painful, and put that on paper. At the end of the semester, retook some of the emotion measures, retook the blood tests, and what he found was that the people on the left-hand side of this room right now, you all had better immune functioning. You wrote about trauma. You processed it. You had better immune responses based on blood analyses. You used the health service less often. And although you experienced some emotional distress, maybe a little bit more at the beginning of the study, in the end, you had lower emotional distress than the people who just wrote about trivial things. So the moral to the story is processing trauma, writing about it, can be really beneficial and therapeutic. And in particular, after many years, Pennebaker developed a theory of emotional inhibition. And what he believes, based on his long research studies, is that when we repress or suppress our emotions, our painful emotions, it's like you get a lump in your throat and you can kind of feel it. We've all had that experience. When we keep it down, it takes physical energy. And that physical energy is a drain or a cost to the body. As we often talk about now, there are physical parts to trauma and the symptoms of trauma. And what he's saying is if we close in and we hold on and we inhibit the deep emotions, it will possibly contribute to us being less healthy. And so finding a way to talk or finding a way to write about traumatic experiences is and can be very therapeutic. Again, thanks for listening. I hope that you have a chance to talk about all of this with Adrian and Lillian, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the conference, which is just, I guess, a couple more hours. All right, take care. Bye.